I'm JB.
And I'm Ms. Ali.
Tune us in on Jazz and Stuff Radio
every Wednesday from 5 to 8 p.m. on THA
After Party Radio.
Are you ready to relax and unwind? Do you crave for the soulful sounds of jazz, neo-soul, and spoken word poetry? Well, tune in daily to jazzandneosoul.com. That's jazzannneosoul.com to hear great music and spoken word poetry with radio host, poet Antuan Simmons.
Do a quick bio, showcase one of our sponsors, one of our show sponsors, who is Antuan Simmons. He is actually a owner of a internet radio station. Which is,
hello, Antoine.
Yeah, he should be listening. But his radio station is called Jazz and Neo-Soul, so we actually do run a couple ads for him. So, folks, if you're listening and you hear the ads, send me a message and let me know what you think of those ads. But anyway, Antuan Simmons
There's enough to go around.
There's enough to go around. Absolutely. So Antuan Simmons, in those ads, I kind of showcase some of the things that he's got going on outside of the radio station that he owns, which is Jazz and Neo-Soul. So, they also play local artists. They do both jazz local artists, neo-soul local artists, and then he also he plays a lot of poetry. Yeah, so a lot of open mic. He does a lot of open mic. He probably do some
Michelangelo. I'm pretty sure.
He might. Well, you know what? A lot of his stuff, he does local talent as well. Okay. So yeah, he hosts a lot of events. So actually, if you follow him on Facebook, you'll see a lot of the different events that he hosts and promotes and things like that. So, and he actually is really big on sharing community events and things like that are going on. So you can always go on his page and kind of see a list of what's going on. So, which is really cool. We like to share information. So just a little bit about Antuan. He actually has done quite a bit more than just the radio station and the hosting the events. He's also written 3 poetry books.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so I'm gonna
maybe he'll come to Dallas one of these times. We haven't invited
you know what? He's in Wichita Falls, Texas, which seems like hours and hours away. I think it's 2 hours.
Yeah, probably 2 hours away.
Yeah. He we've talked about him coming on the show and the timing of our show and what he's got going on, somewhat conflict. So he just said, hey, can you go ahead and do the bio?
Well, you tell him that he's more than welcome to come on THA Jazz and Stuff.
I did, absolutely. And then he may even give us a call one day. So he's got 3 books. The books are called The Phoenix Dying Light, The Crab Syndrome, and The Mustard Seed. And he indicated that the Mustard Seed can be downloaded on Kindle, Amazon, and Google Play.
Oh, okay.
So you can go and pick up those 3 books. He's also been featured in some magazines and different publications. He created some bookmarkers. It's called Divine Inspiration Bookmarkers. So he's got 3 bookmarkers that are out, and it's called Count Your Blessings is one. Prayer is the hardest thing to do. Borrow Time, actually maybe there's 4. Borrow Time and Caterpillar to Butterfly. So he does that as well. So he's got that, and you can actually go and purchase those. And then he's like a wealth of stuff that he does. He also created is the owner of Black History Film Blog, video blog. So he actually is a video blogger, and he posts on his website videos of our Black history. Yeah, so you can actually go on his webpage, www.jazzandneosoul.com, and he's got links to all of that on his page as well.
Fantastic.
And it's really, really cool, some of the videos that he posts about Black history, some of the films and things like that. So it's it's a wealth of information and knowledge, and he's adding things to that all the time.
Right.
Something else he does, he also has a CD out. He has a poetry CD out called Antuan Live, and it's a live recording of his performances, and it was at the Hastings Books and Music.
Hastings Books and
Yeah,
okay.
so he did a live recording performance, and so he's got a CD out. And again, you can find all of this stuff at www.jazzandneosoul.com. That's JAZZNNEOSOUL.com. And then you can also, for anything that you want to check out about, his poetry and things that he does, he has a separate site, and it's www.poetantuan, POETANTUAN.com. You can follow him on Twitter, lots of other locations, but if you actually just go to one of those websites, you'll be able to link to all of his other pages. But really just, he started off years and years ago writing, and he hand sold copies of his first book, and, did all of that. And, just keep in mind that if you're interested in any of those things, you can go and you can purchase from Amazon, Kindle Amazon, or Google Play for any of his information. Right. So definitely check that out. Every now and again, I'll definitely mention some of the events that he has going on each week.
Right. Because
he's always got something that he's promoting or some event that he's actually hosting. So for folks who can get up to Wichita Falls, definitely look up Mr. Simmons and see what he's got going on for the week and that kind of thing. I think right now, for the most part, he's just showcasing some of the other local artists, events, and things like that on his page. But definitely go on there and check out blackhistoryfilms.com. I don't even think I gave that one. Let me just say that. It's blackhistoryfilms.com is where you can get his history video blog. And then Jazz and Neo Soul, you can also go there to link to find his books, his CD, and any of the other things that
is he a movie collector for black movies? Because there's quite a few black movies out. Well, back during the 30s and 40s and 50s, and a lot of them you don't hardly see anymore unless you go to Turner Classic Network.
Yeah, I don't know if he actually does full black films, but he specializes in black history films, so more like documentaries.
Oh, documentaries,
and things like that. Yeah,
That's
yeah.
cool.
And I had gone out there and taken a look at some. I mean, he's got some great stuff, so you can really get some education. And it would be great, maybe even for some small topic conversation and things like that. So. I definitely encourage folks to go and check that out, and then also go and check out his books and his bookmarkers and support our local folks around here.
That'll work. That will work. And good information. So once again, let's give out the website. So
yeah, it's you can go on Facebook and you can find him under. I'm not sure if he has Jazz and Neo Soul, but it's under Poet Antuan Simmons, and that's ANTUAN. But the website is JAZZNNEOSOUL.com. And you can go to that website. If you go to that URL, you'll find all the links to everything else. And he has like 3 different pages. So that's probably the easiest way for our listeners to
And those of you that's listening, go ahead and support us.
Absolutely.
Because he's one of our sponsors here.
He is one of our sponsors. Yes.
Poet Antuan Simmons, internet radio owner of Jazz and Neo Soul Radio, invites you to tune in daily for smooth sounds and powerful spoken word. Antuan Simmons is also a writer of 3 books, creator of Divine Inspirational Bookmarkers, and video blogger and creator of Black History Films. To listen and for more info, go to jazzandneosoul.com. That's JAZZNNEOSOUL.com.
I'm JB.
And I'm Ms. Ali.
Tune us in on Jazz and Stuff Radio
Every Wednesday from 5 to 8 p.m. on THA
After Party Radio.